This is Chris with here in Foz Chica, and I want to talk a little bit about our Brazilian clay. We carry 7 different colors of clay, and each one of them have a different, little bit different properties. They have different components. They are for external use. They're like for cosmetic use. They've been cleaned, but other than that, they're like just natural. They just come from earth. So we have like the pink, gray, black, what they call in Brazil volcanic mud. I think it's interesting. Green, our green has been a little bit darker. This one is very light. Red, white, and yellow. The yellow, some sites call it the golden clay. I think it's a little pretentious, but whatever, like rocks your boat. So I've been getting like emails, Chris, how do I use like my clay? Okay, for soap coloring and to give like clay properties to a soap, most recipes ask for like 1 teaspoon for every pound of oil, okay, or fat in your soap. So it depends, like, I mean, sometimes I use a little bit more, and I've tried it. The soap comes out like awesome. Okay, I've tried for like hot process soaps and cold process soaps. Both of them like work out well. Okay, then people go like, okay, what about all this hype of like, you know, brushing your teeth with clay? Some people are using, okay, just get like a clay, whatever clay you decide. Put it like in a little container if you're gonna brush your teeth. I use toothpaste. I use just like regular toothpaste, full of chemicals toothpaste, okay? So I put a little bit of toothpaste in my toothbrush and dip on the clay and use it. I don't use every day. I use maybe like every other day or like 3 times a week. Some people don't use toothpaste anymore. More power to you guys who don't use toothpaste anymore. Some people just mix it with like a little bit of oil and a couple drops of like a cool like essential oil, and they brush their teeth with that. So that's that simple. Don't make the mix already like the mix with the oil, because it will harden, will change. Like, so just like keep a little bit of like a little container with a little bit of like clay, you know, by your toothbrush, and use, I don't know. Some people say that they use every day. I think that's kind of hard on your teeth. I don't know. I'm not a dentist. My teeth are very healthy, by the way. For a mask, you can use water, you can use tea, you can use oils. Just make the amount of mask you're going to use for that use. If you make it with water, it's clay. It's going to harden. If you make it with oil, it's going to get like all weird after a couple of days. So just put like your Brazilian clay in a container. Okay, we have like the little spoons, and mix a little. I'm gonna do it with water today because I'm like in the mood. I'm gonna use this later, and I'm in the mood to like do like a water mask. With oil is like very cool too. I try to use like a light oil. Like I have to mix and mix and mix. So you can also use it. Okay, by the way, black clay, super messy. Okay. I made like I sell like a couple of like hair masks like for with like clay. Clay is very good for like a cleansing of like, you know, scalp cleansing, and also for, because when you do your mask, what I usually do, look, I'm already making a mess. See, what I usually do is I apply, I let it sit there for like about, you know, I actually sometimes I forget to let it sit for like hours. I don't recommend that. It's not fun having to wash it off. I let it sit for a little bit, and when I take it off, like I kind of scrub. I use like, you know, I use the scrubbing action. I do mask for my face. I do mask for my legs. If I have someone willing to do that, I do for my back. And the scrubbing like sensation is also like really, really delicious. Wow, I use the word delicious a lot. So just, why is not mixing? Just make it like a paste. Doesn't want to be a paste. Make a paste. And when you apply, see, when you apply, it's a paste, okay? So this paste is going to dry on your face, and you're going to feel on your face or whatever you're doing your mask. Some people do the mask out, even like on top of your hands. This is going to dry, and you're going to feel like your face is cracking, which is perfectly normal. And then what I do is, if it's just a water mask, I just use like warm water to like, you know, to rinse it off. If it's like an oil like maracujá, That's a light oil. I also like just try to take it off with like, because the clay will dry your skin. So I try not to use soap after like a clay mask, okay? I try to just like use like water, like warm water. If you're doing it with like a much like heavier oil, then you're gonna need like a soap. Just use a very gentle soap. We sell amazing like hot process soaps for face. So actually I made like this new, okay, so facial masks, body scrubs, teeth whitening, and scalp cleansing. And I forgot to put that alcohol soap coloring. So there are like many uses for clays. Like I said, in my site, you're gonna figure out, like, find out about like the different colors. Some colors are not as messy as the black one, but the black one's so awesome. For tooth, like for your teeth, like you can use like most, like all of, like no, any of them. And it's not like they're not like expensive. They're very good quality clays, as everything else I sell on my site. And I also sell like I sell like 1 ounce, 4 ounce, and up to 1 pound. If you need more, just contact me. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, my email is Chris, CHRYS @rainforestchica.com, and I have them all in stock right now. Thank you for watching. And if, like I said, if you have any other questions, just like send me an email.